folks. Oh, hey guys. Uh, this is completely random. I don't do live streams on YouTube too much anymore. I don't have a big enough audience. I mean, I only have 300 subs and just over 100,000 views. And hey Jonathan, what's up? I'll talk a little bit later. Maybe a little bit later on Messenger. But I'm doing this live stream because I haven't done a YouTube live stream in forever, and feel as if it's time for me to do them again. Show you where I am. I'm downstairs here in my basement. Got all my elevator panels right in here. This is all my elevator stuff. Right here is my Adams Survivor Lexington placement button. My big hot in COP, which is right here. There we go. Yeah, this is all the elevator parts I have. I know, I got a lot of elevator parts. But people like Jared and Andrew have a lot more than I do, though. I'll tell you that much. I mean, let me check my chat here. Live chat. Yeah, I mean, you explained that you can't group call with your laptop a couple times, Jonathan. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Justin Zhao, how you doing? Yeah, feel free to tune in, dude. Hey, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen you in my live streams before. How you doing? Yeah, I mean, I'll show you. Yeah, if you'd like, I'll show you some of my elevator parts. This right here, this is actually a PTL elevator COP. This came from somewhere, I think LA, California. I'm not really sure. This right here, as we all know, is ERM. This is actually a pretty cheap fixture. Yeah, Justin, I do live streams sometimes. Not on YouTube, not too much, but I do usually on Instagram or Facebook. That's where I normally do my live streams. I mean, there's too many parts in this thing to kind of talk about, but right here, I'll go ahead and lift this up. I mean, I'm broke on call stations, but not COPs. I can tell you that much. This is black button right here. First, I thought it was actually touch, but I looked in the back and there were actually springs instead of tubes. I mean, it feels like touch when you first see it, but it's Lexan. I can tell you that much. Yeah, Justin, I knew your last name was pronounced Zhao. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. I've watched some of PNW Elevators videos, and I think he mentioned you in there, and he said, "Oh, this is Justin Zhao." So I know how to pronounce your last name. Don't worry. Yes, that's a Houghton L series call station. Let me pull it out. I'll pull it out for you right here. Sorry about the crappy video quality. I'm doing this on my iPad. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put it up here. That's Houghton L series. I didn't even know these were called L series, to be honest. Thanks for telling me. OPM 1961. Yeah, that's Houghton L series for you right there. That came from the South Avenue garage elevator. I mean, I'm not really going to go through too much of my elevator parts because I have to move all my elevator parts downstairs for right now because I'm going to be building a shelf down here because as you might have seen in some of my previous videos, it was all a mess. Like, there were elevator parts all over my nightstand. Like, I needed a nightstand again. I said, oh, screw it. I'm going to take down all my elevator parts, put them in the basement until I get a shelf. I'm probably going to search Craigslist or eBay and find me a new shelf. Find me a shelf for my elevator parts. Fujitech is... I've never been a fan of Fujitech, to be honest. I mean... Fujitech is pretty... I mean, I like some of the older Fujitech, but not really the newer Fujitech. I mean, I'm not really a fan of new Fujitech. In fact, I'm not really a fan of new elevators at all. At all, really. I've ridden a Fujitech in Canada before. I filmed in a Fujitech elevator in Toronto, Canada. It was not Toronto. It was somewhere near Toronto. It was somewhere they called Markham. They had Dewhurst call buttons and I think Dewhurst fixtures as well. They actually weren't that bad. And Jonathan, I'm gonna have to. If you keep that up, I'm gonna remove you from the chat. If you keep spamming, I'm gonna have to remove you from the chat. One more spammy thing, and I'm gonna be kicking you off the chat. All of the rest of you guys are welcome to stay on the chat. People like Justin, OPM, and whoever else is on, you guys are welcome to stay on the chat. You guys are great people. I appreciate people like you guys, just so you know. And I don't think I showed this. I mean, this right here is a Haughton COP. I don't really think I can actually push the buttons on it, but yeah, I can. I can push the buttons on it without having it actually collapse through the plate. Jonathan, I appreciate you. Like I like you, but I like you as a person, Jonathan. You're a great person, but you need to stop sending spammy messages though to the group to the chat. But like, if you want to send a message, Jonathan, just send a message. I mean, I'll do my best to respond to it. I have like 5 people on here. I can't respond to everybody's messages at once. Let me check the chat and see what he put. Let me see here. Yeah, I mean, if you're deleting messages, Jonathan, it seems kind of suspicious. Not to be a jerk. I mean, I'm in my basement, so I'm not really... The reason I'm in my basement is because there's nothing else interesting in my room anymore. All of my older parts are now down here. I'm broke on call stations, though, I'll tell you that. I'm looking to see if I can find me some call stations, though. I really want to find a call station. Some more call stations. I have 4 call stations. I don't really feel as though that's enough call stations compared to the amount of parts that I actually have. Well, Justin, I had to move my parts because I don't really have a shelf to put them on. And they were taking up my whole nightstand, and they were an absolute mess. I can tell you that much. And plus, my grandmother was coming to stay with us, and I didn't want her to stay in a room full of elevator parts. So I had to move them all down here and put them in those boxes behind me, right there. And let me show you. There's the box with the COPs in. And I had to put my other 2 big COPs right over there. Until I get a shelf for them. Until I get a shelf for everything. And hey, Snorkitty, how you doing? Brian's on. I see Brian's on right now. Good evening to you too, Brian. You back in the U.S.? Yeah, I mean, I feel lucky that I have as many COPs as I do. But I want more call stations, though. I mean, I don't have a lot of call stations, to be honest. I only have 3 call stations. Okay, OPM, have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. I mean, well, I hope you have a safe trip back to the States, Brian. I mean, hope you're having a good time over there. It's definitely, I'd love to go to Japan someday. If I ever had the money, I'd definitely be going over. Yeah, Justin, I mean, I've seen all of your elevator parts. You probably have more call stations than I actually have COPs and indicators put together. I mean, I can't really afford anything right now, so I can't really afford to buy anything off eBay elevator part-wise. There aren't really any elevator mods going on here in Rochester at the moment, so I'm probably going to have to wait for some call stations. I mean, I have a lot. I feel lucky for all the parts that I have. I'll tell you that much. Like, I'm not trying to beg for parts, but like, I am looking for some more call stations. Definitely let me know if any of you guys have some spare call stations that you don't want or don't need. Basically, I'll definitely appreciate them. Like, I'm not trying to beg for parts or anything. Like, I'm just saying, if you guys happen to have some, I would gladly appreciate them. Yeah, Japan's got some pretty interesting elevators. I mean, again, I can't afford to go to Japan, so it's probably going to be... I'm probably going to be old by the time I have enough money to go to Japan. I mean, I'm broke right now. Like, pretty much, I don't have any money for anything at the moment. I mean, I'm stuck not going anywhere for probably about another month or so. I'm going to be here in Rochester for about another month. I'm not really going to be going anywhere for a while. Yeah, James, I mean, nobody's going to have as many parts as Andrew. I hate to say it. I mean, even Justin and Jared, they don't have as many parts as Andrew does. Andrew probably has 3 times as many parts as anybody in the community. Well, Brian, I respect your opinion. I mean, generic crap. Sometimes I like generic crap just to bash it and be immature. If you know, I mean, it's well, it is immature and naive to say to make up all these silly names for elevator companies like Crapney and for Kone, Cringe Ovation for Innovation. It's actually funny to be honest, but it is immature at the same time. I mean, it's not cool. Yeah, yeah, Justin. He started it all, so I mean, he should probably have the more elevator parts than anybody. Oh, so you're talking about Japan? I'm sorry, Brian. Mitsubishi Hitachi. I've heard of Hitachi before. Like I know Mitsubishi makes elevators, but the ones here in the United States are all the way out in California. Again, I can't afford to go to California. I mean, so I'm not going to be able to afford to go anywhere for probably another year, unless my parents or my grandparents offer to take me somewhere. I mean, I've never been to California before. Yeah, I mean, Hitachi elevators are all over the place in China, Hong Kong, Japan, South Korea, and all of the Asian countries, basically. If I were to go over to Japan, I would like to see a Mitsubishi, one of my first Mitsubishi elevators, if I was able to. Yeah, and yeah, Justin, I'd love to go to California sometime. I mean, I might be heading there possibly later this year, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it in my situation right now. And hey, TXMN Elevators, how you doing? Well, I got a lot of people tonight. Right. I figured, oh my goodness. And Merrick Hopkins, how you doing? I got a lot of friends on this, a lot of good friends on here. I'm telling you. I mean, let me tell you this. I mean, I've been to more than half the states in this country. I'll tell you that. I definitely have been to a lot of the states in this country. I've been down every state from New York to Florida. I've been all the way out every state from New York to Nevada. I have not been to California or Oregon or Washington. I haven't been to Texas either, but I definitely have been to a lot of the states. I can tell you that much. I've been to a lot of the states here in America. If I remember correctly, according to Julian, me, Julian, possibly Airtran Lover, PNW Elevator, and myself have probably filmed in more states than most enthusiasts have. I didn't know you lived in Texas, TXM and Elevator. That's interesting. Well, I mean, TX, that's Texas, so I'm not shocked you used to live in Texas. If I ever go to California, though, I'd love to go to San Francisco and film elevators there. Let's see, nobody is in the chat. Yeah, Merrick, I'm fine, TXN Elevators, and Merrick, it's nice to see you. Yeah, I've been to a lot of the states. I feel pretty blessed that I've been to as many places as I have. The states that I have not been to that I really have to visit, I mean, literally, probably the New England states. I haven't been to any of those states yet, but that will be changing in June. Actually, I'll be going up to Vermont, Montpelier, and possibly Burlington. I've been in the deep south several times as well. I've been to Florida 3 times. Excuse me. I've been to Florida 3 times. First was in 2004, so obviously I don't remember that. 2010 when I went to Disney World. And in 2016 when I went down to visit relatives. I filmed a few elevators, like 7 or 8, but all of them were generic and not that fun. All of them, unfortunately, were just simple 2-story lifts. Merrick, no, you you wouldn't have to do anything like that. I mean, but I really appreciate the fact that you actually thought about that. I mean, you're such a great person. If you did that, I wouldn't know what to do. I would not say I would not be able to say how much that would mean to me. I mean, I'm gonna give a shout out to Daniel Mark 1228. I recently went about a month ago. Went up to Toronto, up in Canada, to visit him. I gotta tell you, he is an amazing person. He is a very good friend. I'm gonna be meeting up with him again over the summer sometime, and I'm gonna be meeting him in Pittsburgh as well over the summer as well. I mean, there's just not enough that I can say that how incredibly thankful I am for what he did while I was in Toronto. I mean, he did not have to pay for my dinner. He didn't have to pay for anything. He didn't have to buy me drinks, and he didn't have to buy me anything. He is such a great person. That's all I can tell you. And if you guys are ever in Toronto and you know Daniel, I would highly recommend meeting him. His family, he and his dad are such great people. Yeah, I mean, I I think I filmed. I think I've uploaded all the states I filmed elevators in. Though Missouri, I don't think I've uploaded anything from when I filmed in Missouri though. Who have you met, Justin? Who have you met? I've met Andrew, Daniel Moore, Jordan, aka Big Elevator Dude in Toronto, and I've also met Jared. It wasn't really expected. It's kind of unplanned and unexpected. It was quick and kind of a bit of a visit. Jeff is the Wild Leaper. I'd like to meet the Wild Leaper sometime if I ever have the chance. California Elevators. I've heard of him. I'm not sure who he is though. I mean, I'm not trying to. Who have you met? TXMN Elevators. I mean, again, I've met Andrew, Daniel Marr, Big Elevator Dude, and of course Jared, PA Elevators. I may, I might be going to Florida this summer. I mean, I doubt it'll happen, but I might be going though. It's a by possibility. And if I do go, I'm going to be meeting up with Julian, possibly O Town Elevators as well. I didn't know you've met Leno before. OPM 1961, and who is Tails Fan 414? There's a lot of enthusiasts in this community. I don't even know half of them. I mean, most of them I have on Facebook. But others that one of the others that don't have Facebook, I have them on Instagram or Snapchat and such. Yeah, Brian, I know you've met a lot of people. I mean, if I ever go down to DC sometime, I'd like to see you. Me and you would have to get together. And Justin, if I was ever out in San Francisco or Sacramento, I'd love to get together with you. Love to see you. You're a great person. You've been a great friend to me. I'll tell you that. You're a great person. Yeah, and if you ever come out this way, let me know. Again, love to get together. I mean, Sacramento. I mean, I've. It's not that I don't like the elevators. That I've seen some decent ones there. I mean, San Francisco though has all the vintage ones. I mean, San Francisco is the place in California where you'll find all the vintage lifts. Yeah, and James, I know you met Jim Lee Elevators. Jim Lee Elevators is a great person too. He's also one of my favorites as well. Great person. I'm from Rochester specifically. During the school year, I'm up in Rochester, New York, TXMN Elevators. And then during breaks, during the school breaks in the summer, I'm in near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. A place called Connellsville specifically is where I usually end up to see my grandparents. Yeah, Sacramento isn't really that vintage elevator friendly. I mean, but San Francisco though, very vintage elevator friendly. The cities in the United States that are not vintage elevator friendly, every city in Florida, Sacramento. No, Sacramento's got vintage stuff. What I meant to say is that every city in Florida, and Charlotte, North Carolina, Atlanta, possibly L.A. I've heard isn't really that vintage elevator friendly either. San Diego, though, I've heard is. Yeah, Justin, I hear you on that. College is definitely probably going to get in the way of YouTube. I mean, I don't have to worry about college for another 2 years, so I'm fine for now. Hamilton, I've never been. Okay, listen to this. I've never been to any other countries except Canada. Only country other country I've been to. Awesome, Justin. Congratulations. Congratulations. I would definitely. Great. Congratulations, Justin. What do you plan on doing after high school when you go to college? The twin. I mean, oh, TXMN elevators. You're gonna be coming through Buffalo, and okay. Um, I'd like to. Do you have Facebook, Snapchat, or anything like that? Because like I don't meet random people who I don't really know. I mean, I need to get to know them first. Like, I mean, I don't want to meet with somebody who I don't really know. I mean, I want to get to know them first and get to talk to them a little bit first. Oh, automated systems and technology. I honestly, if I was ever into a honestly, if I don't know what I want to do with my life after high school. Honestly, I want to try and go to the elevator industry. But like, if I can't do the elevator industry, or that, maybe I might even become an auto mechanic because I'm a car enthusiast. So I'm a very passionate automobile enthusiast. And Jonathan, stop asking about this Facebook BS. I'll add you when I feel that I can, when I know you. I'll add you again, Jonathan. Don't worry. Yeah, Google Hangouts. I don't have the app, but I can download it though. I can download it to the iPhone when I get the chance. Yeah, yeah. Give me a yell. I mean, I've obviously you know what it is. Probably Elevating New York by John C. Elevators, but I'm not sure just yet. Like 7 people on this live stream. I thought nobody was gonna join. Like I seriously thought this was gonna be this was gonna be a vacant live stream. Yeah, Brian. I mean, if you're tired, if you don't really want to see Jonathan's stuff, just block him from the chat because I don't want to have to put up with this. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to remove you from the chat, Jonathan, one more time, and I'm gonna have to hide you from the chat. Yeah, I'm bored too. This is kind of why I did this live stream. I mean, I don't even know what time it is here. Honestly, it's probably after. What time is it in California? If it's 12:30 here, that's probably 11:30 here. I bet you're hungry, Brian. It's lunchtime over there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because it's 11:30 out here then. So, yeah, Justin, my basement, the router is down here. That's why I'm in the basement. That's why the connection is good down here. Here. Yeah, Minnesota's also an hour behind. Yeah, the router is somewhere. Let me see if I can go over and show it. Just give me a second. Now the connection's kind of crappy. There we go. It's a little. Yeah, there's my diecast car collection right there. I'll show that another time. It's somewhere over here. I mean, no, it might even be over here somewhere. I mean, nah, I can't. I can't find it. I mean, I'll show it some other time. I mean, I'm pretty much right under the Wi-Fi router, so that's pretty much the reason I have the best connection. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I know. I mean, I was just, I just in case you wanted to. Only 3 points. Otis Tuts, Hartford, Connecticut. Oh, Brian, you've been to Rochester? I didn't know that. If you ever come up again, let me know. If you, Elise, or Ben are up there, please let me know. I love to see you. Okay, Jonathan. Time to boot him. It's time to boot Jonathan. Somebody boot Jonathan from the chat, please. Honestly, speaking of channel, I don't have a channel trailer actually. I would love to make a channel trailer, but I have a I'm poor. I have a Windows PC, so I don't know how to make one honestly with Windows. Can somebody tell me the best video editor for Windows that's free, easy to use, that makes professional videos like Final Cut Pro? Tell me down there. Tell me in the chat, please. Windows Movie Maker. I downloaded it, but wasn't really satisfied with it. I'm gonna try tonight, and then I'm gonna let you guys know how I like it. Yeah, boot Jonathan from the chat, please. I'm not putting up with this. Somebody boot him, please. If anybody here can boot him, it would be really appreciated. Yeah, Ben Ackerman is here in Rochester. He goes. I don't know how he ended up here. I don't know whether he went to RIT or no. I don't know how he ended up here. Yeah, yeah, Justin. Private message me if you can. Maybe Instagram or YouTube. Please tell me. Give me a little tutorial on how to use it if you can. I'd like that. Thank you. Yeah, Merrick. I mean, yeah, boot him from the chat, please. No, no, Jonathan. You're out. Okay. I'm gonna have to put him in timeout. Okay, he's in timeout now. Yeah. It seems easy to use. I mean, I'm not against it. I'd rather honestly use something. If I could afford a MacBook, I'd want Final Cut Pro. I don't have any money right now, so I'm basically as broke as a homeless man. I have no money. Period. But I do find it thankful that my parents themselves are paying for me to go to these cool places. I mean, I am thankful that I definitely do get to travel a lot and get to see so many cool places. But I don't get to do it as much as I used to. I mean, I'm supposed to be going to Charlotte. I'm going to be going to Charlotte in June. I mean, unfortunately, there's really nothing vintage there, elevator wise. I'll try my best to see if I can find something vintage there. Security there is almost as bad as New York City, though. So M is basic, but you gotta make it. Windows MM, what does that stand for? What does that stand for? Tell me down in the section in the comments, please. Oh, movie. Oh, I'm sorry, Movie Maker. Duh. I'm dumb. Thanks for reminding me. Jonathan, don't. Somebody tell Jonathan not to call. I'm on a live stream right now. I do not want this live stream interrupted by him. Merrick, private message him and please tell him do not interrupt this live stream. Movie Maker. Yeah, New York City security. The unfortunate thing. Yeah. Okay, see you later, Justin. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Love to talk sometime. Thanks for tuning in, Justin. New York City security, unfortunately, is a nightmare. Every tall building, every tall office building there is a mess. It's so secure. You're never going to get past turnstiles or at least the security desk. The only really private office building that I almost was able to get into without security. I can't remember what it is. Somewhere at Times Square. It's open to the public. There's no security there. It was basically vacant. It might not have been unlocked. If it was unlocked, I would have gone and rode the elevator. I didn't have time though, so I mean, next time I'm there, I'm gonna have to ride that elevator. Yeah, yeah. I mean, please block Jonathan from this chat. Yeah, I'm not gonna hide the chat messages. I mean, I mean, I've been on here for about a half an hour or so now. I'm probably gonna hop off. Yeah, a lot of people are hopping off now, so I'm probably gonna hop off here sooner or later. One TXMN. Let me tell you, One World Trade Center is amazing. I'll tell you that. If you're ever in New York City again, I would highly recommend visiting One World Trade Center. One World Trade Center is amazing. Yeah, thankfully Jonathan is off the chat and I don't have to deal with it. Oh, awesome! I was there in April. I was there in April. It was just amazing. I can tell you that much. It was amazing. Excuse me. I would not. Unfortunately, I wouldn't take a look at the Marriott Marquis. I mean, the Marriott Marquis does not like elevator filmers, I've heard. According to Andrew Reams, aka Diesel Lucy, they kick out elevator filmers. Yes, Tokyo Skytree seems expensive. I mean, how expensive is it, Brian? Because I'm not going to Japan anytime soon. Can't afford it. But how much is the Tokyo Skytree? Tell me how expensive it is, if you can. How much does it cost, U.S. dollar wise? The CN Tower is really cool too. I've never been to the CN Tower, but I like to go sometime. I've been to Toronto though. Been to Toronto. I met Daniel Mar 1228 up there. And as I said earlier, if you see this live stream, Daniel, please take a look back a little bit earlier in the video just to say what a great person you are and how much I appreciate people like you. I mean, okay, somebody on in one of the group chats, please message Jonathan and tell him to stop bugging me about the chats. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just saying he's being a pain in the butt. But it's no, no, please. I don't want this live stream to be brought and interrupted by that group call. A lot of people are leaving anyway, so I'm probably gonna end this live stream in another minute or two. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with his BS. So there's 5 people in this live stream, so okay, he'll get back in. I mean, he'll get back in a second. Well, $20 isn't expensive, Brian. $20 is cheaper than the CN Tower. How is it so? That's not expensive. I'm not trying to. I'm not laughing because of the way you said it was expensive. Like I'm just saying though, $20 is nothing to go up that. Well, it might be a little expensive just to take an elevator right up to the top, but yeah, $45. That's a lot of money just to go up the CN Tower. I don't think I really want to spend that much just to go up it. Sorry for the crappy video. I'm on my iPad. This thing is terrible, camera wise. This is an iPad Air 1 from 2013. It's not a very good device anymore, at least. Even though I say it's a good device sometimes on my videos, it really isn't anymore. I hate to say. Yeah, $40 is a lot of money just to go up the elevator. I do not think I'd want to spend $40 just to ride the elevator there. Yeah, see, Jonathan, you're back on the live stream. See, I mean, I only kicked you for like 5 minutes. You're back on now, Jonathan. But listen, if you're gonna keep spamming the chat, I'm gonna have to. If you ask one more thing about this whole Facebook fiasco, I'm gonna have to block you. All right, I'm gonna have to ban you again, Jonathan. We'll remove you from the chat. I'm probably gonna. I might add a moderator. Honestly, if this crap continues, I'm probably gonna add a moderator. I mean, and I'd choose the moderator. Like I'm not gonna have random people ask to be moderated. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna have people. I'm gonna have an election in my group. Yeah, there was some pretty. There was a lot of drama in this live stream. Must admit. But Jonathan, you need to stop with this whole Facebook thing. I mean, if you say one more thing about it, I'm gonna block you. Yeah, Brian. If you like to, I mean, you could be a mod. I trust you. Justin, you, Andrew, Daniel, Merrick, James would all make good moderators. I must say, a lot of y'all, all of you guys are mature individuals that I trust. Oh, I think there's a lot of trolls on Andrew's live stream that cause trouble, unfortunately. I mean, I'm not going to talk about it on camera, but there have been some pretty bad trolls on his live streams. I'm probably going to be putting together a road trip video here sooner or later. With Windows Movie Editor. Windows Movie Maker, actually. Sorry about that. I'd love to try and create my first video with Windows Movie Maker. I mean, thanks, Justin, for telling me about it. Yeah, as Andrew says, the elevator community is unfortunately a bad place. I mean, there's a lot of nice people there. Well, most of them are good people. There are some people who aren't very good people. So, what was this person doing? Asking Andrew to drive 100 miles an hour? What? If they're doing that, then they should. Oh gosh. Yeah, the elevator community has really gotten downhill. I really wish it was back like 2012, 2013, where all this crap didn't happen. Jonathan, don't leave YouTube. I mean, just because I said. Never mind. I'm probably just gonna hide. I'm probably just gonna put him in timeout again. There we go. He's off. But I'm gonna hop off this live stream in a minute or two. I mean, it was nice talking to y'all. I mean, yeah, I'll try my best to do a live stream once or twice a week. You know, I'm really not sure when I can do these things. Yes. Yeah, some people. I'm not gonna name names here, but a lot of people on here in the community aren't good. Most of them are good, but there are a few people, maybe 20% of the community, that really aren't that good. That do things they're not supposed to do. Tampering with elevators and using elevator keys. Going into places they're not supposed to be. Have a good night, folks.